everyone, Michelle here. Coming to you with a journal. This one is 12 3/4 up by 10.5. It has 52 pages, 104 front and back, and I use Tracies Peeled Paint DigiKit. Tracies kit, this is one of my favorites, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. This kit is gorgeous. If you've not gotten this kit, get this kit. However, it's a colorful kit. However, I chose to use the 2 muted that she has in here. And one of them actually has music, so it's kind of perfect. So I used these 2 mostly in the book. I say mostly because you'll see a couple of others, but mostly those 2. I wanted it to be obviously nice and grungy. If you guys remember, I was doing a live, and my mom and Angie came in, but at the beginning of that live, we were talking about music paper and old music books and things to do with them. And they're such a pretty form of art. Their covers, their pages, their sides, everything about them. If you really, really look at a music book, a vintage music book, or a regular music book, doesn't matter. Just beautiful. On the cover here, basically this journal named itself. I haven't named one of my books in a really, really long time, and I saw this composed by, and I absolutely love it. So, whoever gets this, you will have the option. I will put a, like a placard right here. I don't want to call it like a placard, but it's going to be a brass plate, basically, and I'll write your name in it, whatever, or I can leave it blank, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But it was all about using old books and old music books. So here is the cover. There is a page underneath here, obviously. This one was really brittle. So the people, whoever had it, used this cool old tape, and I did not want to take that off at all. You see where it's tearing. It's really fragile, but it's should be good for you. I have not covered this with my spray yet because I don't know if you want the plaque or not yet. There's lace pieces sticking out here. There's old corners here. All the music that's used in this book is from the 1800s. There's book corners in there, and here is my key. It's just hanging out with some twine. Secrets. No, I'm just kidding. And then there's this really cool bead. It is like almost iridescent with a ton of coloring in it. But it looks grungy to me. And a little bell. There's some fabric doilies sticking out of the side here. Here's a little. This is going to be really hard because this is big. This is cut from a piece out of the. It's all music. How about that? Here's the side. We'll have to go that way. Sorry. I did leave all the tails. If you don't like that look, you can go ahead and cut them up, but I left them there. It's your preference. Sorry, I broke a thumbnail. Don't look at that one. This is from an old book right here, so I just decided to put it right here. You have an option of just decorating this however you want, and then the back and all its splendor is amazing. I did put some old ledger down first so you can see that old ledger coming through. It's really cool. It's really cool. You know, the camera never does it justice. But I'm going to try my best to keep it in focus. And everything that I do in my journals, you know, is absolutely intentional, and I like them to be perfectly imperfect. That's the only thing that I can say. So let's take a look at Composed By. Oh, sorry, silk closure there. If you remember at the beginning of that video, that when we were going, I was going through my music, there was a poem called At Dawning. And I read it to everybody, and it was absolutely probably the most beautiful poem I've ever heard in my life. I will read it to you. It is in this book. It's by Charles Wakefield Cadman. I just had to include the cover page. And this is beautiful pinks, purples. Love it. This, all intentional. I will rip it more. It's all intentional. Because we talked about how cool those edgings and the old, like, torn up pages were. Okay, here we go. This is by Starlight and Sunshine, and I love the muted colors. That's why I chose the kit that the pieces in the kit that I use for this in the Tracy Fox kit. Some music paper is what I sewed it onto. Every page is machine stitched. It's all stitched in, whether it be with ledger or music paper. Every page in here is sewn in. These take a lot of work, a lot of time. It was a lot. It was a lot. So anyways, the paper is amazing. I'm going to be all over the place because I'm in love with it. I really am. So anyways, little flip out here. You'll see what's on the other side of this. This is composition paper. I turned it the other way out because I love the cinched sides. There's some of that lace that was on the front. This was in my lace haul that I showed you all. This is sewn in with music, little writing lined paper, and then some graph or grid on the back. This is just some deckled edge paper, and then I put one of the corners of the old books. This is a song called The Wedding March, and the paper on this is just outstanding. It's absolutely just beautiful. If you want to, you can gesso that, turn it into an art journal, do whatever you want. It'll be yours. And there's some ledger paper. And then here we come to this first pocket here. This is what was on that little flip out that you saw. I think there might be some surprises in here, but I think that's what this is on. No, it's not. Never mind. That's not it. Take it back. I lied. So this is the Tracy Fox Peeled Paint. And if I set it up, this is what those little 78, 87, whatever those records were, 78, 87, whatever it takes, came in. And I figured you could put some music or some pictures, whatever you like. There's some of my handmade old tape. And then this is the definition for musical with some cheesecloth. And then we come to our first tuck here with Tracy's Peeled Paint. And see the muted? I love the muted with all this old paper. Is amazing. Some doilies here. Holding it in. This is to something. We'll find it. I don't know why I'm blanking out. I just finished it. This is some vellum sewn in with some music. This is some Shakespeare, As You Like. And you're going to see a really cool part of this. Let me get you in just a tad bit closer. You're going to see a really, really cool thing about this Shakespeare thing. I don't give Shakespeare up too easy. You know that's my favorite. Some more deckled edge. And then, again, we were talking about the art and the beauty of the covers of these books. This one, however, was very, very brittle. So you see, I put the song, actually glued the song to the back of it to make it more stable for you. Here's some more of that beautiful lace. I put this in because I love, look at the flourishes on the corners. They're just, it's absolutely beautiful. They're beautiful, beautiful. This is the center. This right here, you know, you're probably thinking, what is that? Why is that in there? This is from Abby, Purple Cottage Crafts. She did a video. It is on my page. Don't mind these. It is on my page. However, she's linked below in the down bar. She's Purple Cottage Crafts. She did Abby washi tape her style. Abby washi style. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. And she used book spines. And, oh, sorry about that. I keep all my spines and gunky stuff from, books. I tear apart a lot of books. And this is all that, like, it's almost like a cheesecloth, but not. But yeah, that's intentionally put there. It's not a mess up. It just looks cool. It adds to the grunge. And you can see the, I glued a sheet down onto this one to make this a little bit thicker, but that sheet came through and it's offset onto the back. And I don't know if you can see that little framing there. This, how can you not? How can you not? And this is that yummy vintage color, black and white. Looks kind of gray, but it looks kind of beige. It's that yum. It's 1889. Love that. And that is double reinforced as well. Everything's sewn in. Again, cinch on the outside. It's just places for you to write, do whatever you want. Little page there. This is a transparency flip up, and she's just a little ballerina because you know why? She likes dancing. She likes to dance, and she's pretty. Just look at all the layers through there, right there. Just look at that. Look, this, oh, it's like stair steps. Yeah. Okay, so this was that As You Like Shakespeare page. It's from the 1800s, and the really, really cool part is somebody did not cut it. They missed it. It actually should have been cut here, so it would have been a flippable page. And this was a deckled edge book. I have it still, but I thought that would be a cool flip out. You can gesso these. This is laying perfectly flat. Do whatever you want. You can write over here, you can write here, you can write here. It's perfectly flat. More vellum. And then, oh, here's that flip thing. Okay, so it's this. I just put some chiffon through the little circles here. This is like a craft paper. And then I sewed on some writing. So it's like a tip-in, if that's what you want to call it, but this is some chiffon that I just put through those little holes. And then here you come to the second pocket with some of my vintage tape I made. And then I just did, see, the edges are just so cool. How can you not? And then I made that like a little tab, but it's part of a music book. And then there's some more Tracy Fox's painted papers. Peeled paint papers. And this has music. I absolutely love it. This has music on it as well. This is another either ephemera folder or music, whatever you want to put in it. This is the back of a ledger paper, old paper. Here's the spine of this book. Hear it? Yeah, that's the spine of this book. Yep. This is just some embossed paper. You can tuck something in there if you want, but I just thought it was really pretty because I loved the flourishing on it. Some lined paper with the grid backing. There's the other flip with the Chanel. And then there is a tuck in here. The Hydra secrets in that one. There's more of the ledger paper tape. And then this is, I'm including these. These are some old music books. And I thought maybe you could create your own. But, I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. These are, like, they're fragile. Be careful. So you get the beautiful ballads, and look at the Alabama lullaby with the birds. If you're a fussy cutter, this is your dream, which is not my dream, being a fussy cutter. But look at the cool things. It actually offset to the inside. It's so flippin' cool. Trying not to use bad language. This one's called "I'm in Heaven When I'm When I'm in My Mother's Arms," and I just love the picture on the front. It's beautiful. You cut this little piece out right here. Use these down the side. Use this as a picture. There's a ton of things I'm gonna show you, or I am showing you, to use. And then this one, the Old-Fashioned Garden. This is like a beautiful seafoam green color with yellow. And I'm not really a yellow girl, but this is leaning more towards the mustard color, and that's my color right there. But look at how these pages are all like torn. That's my jam right there. And then I did include this one because it did have a bunch of vintage tape that they used to tape. And look, you can see where it left tape marks from being closed for so long. So, look at all that. I mean, that's great. If you don't want to make your own, that would be perfect. Then Get Out and Get Under the Moon. Some of these titles are so long. I'm like, how do you sing that in one breath? But that's going to be included. Then I put a Christmas one in if you want to get a jump on Christmas. Christmas Chimes. This one's called Dearest, and it is pink. This is pink. You can use all of this stuff. Fussy cut the lamp out. Fussy cut her out. Do whatever you want to do. This is called Kid Days. I don't know what just happened with my camera. It just said you're having performance issues. I don't know what's going on. Holy moly. This is called Kid Days. Beautiful flowers. Okay, my counter's still running, so I'm being filmed. Beautiful flowers. The back on here, there's four little songs on there. You can use those. And then we're back in our mother's arms again. So I'm going to take these, put these to the side. This is only a 2 signature book. This has a 2-inch spine, and I did redo the spine on it. There's the music fabric that I sewed it to. It has a headband, and it does have some of my favorite, which is right here, stuff to use for fraying. This cover was totally torn, but I loved it, so I backed it. You can see, because there's still room there. Stick a piece of lace out of there. Do whatever you want to do. Some old tape. I backed it with some music paper. I couldn't let any edge go by. Look at it. It's just intentionally like that. You can stick something back there if you like. And then there's some embossed paper that's behind it. This is Ledger, some more peeled paint. And then I kind of wanted to leave the plain because I told you guys I wanted to go back to the journaling part of the books. So I left lots of places to write. There's some vellum, some more of that pretty lace to pull over there. Ooh, another Shakespeare paper, so you know what's going to be coming up. This is all's well that ends well. Another flip out with the Chanel. Chanel is the one on the bed, right? I don't know. But anyways, it's beautiful. So there it is. I see this one is forming to the book right here. It's cool. Fine with me. I just love the flourishes by this guy with this person's name. Could be a girl. I don't know. But just look, it's beautiful. Look, the bottom, it's just beautiful. The papers were beautiful. This is just a scrap collage of just old tape, old book, old music paper. You can put something behind here if you want to put something behind here. Now, before I put these 2 pieces of paper together, I put my favorite shreddy fabric behind here. In between the pages before I glued them, and then I just shabbed it out. I just love it. Love the effect that it was. And I just left the paper torn here on the corner. I just think that it's just got so much character. I like it. Some more P.O.Box tape. Look at the edging on that. It's just beautiful. Oh, come on. My vellum through this book. We learned when I was flipping through, someone in chat told me that this means like ballroom dancing. I had to go in here. Look, it's beautiful, and it's that color. I wish there was a color for it. It's not gray. It's just vintage old. I don't know the color. It's beautiful. And then there's the copyright right there. I think it was 18 something. We looked it up during the show, and I can't remember. I apologize. MCMXXIV. Something 4. Maybe 1904. I don't know. Just some embossed paper that I put on the edge of this so you could turn it. Again, I hear the little bell ringing every time I pick it up. Just beautiful. These books are beautiful. The back, this one is glossy. You can see it. Paint on it, gesso it, do whatever you want. I put 2 tucks on this side right here and right here. Maybe you want to put a piece of paper that will stick in there. Use it as belly bands. I just like the effect of how it looks like it has grown from the paper because of the marbling that she did on the peeled paint papers. It's incredible. This one has a bird. I don't even know if you can see the bird. There is a bird there. And there's so many layers in this kit that just you could look at it every day and just see something else. It's absolutely beautiful. Top-notch job, Box. You know that. Or the dude. More of my paper or tape. Ledger. This is the definition for music with some cheesecloth, some vellum, a little pocket right here, some of that deckled edge. This is what they would put their books together with. And before I put these 2 papers together, I put a piece of lace, vintage lace in between that. That is vintage lace, believe me. Before I put it together. So there's the 2 sides. But like I said, a lot of places to work and write in because I want to make it more towards the writing and you putting in your things and what you want to use this for. Like, come to me. Can we just say how pretty she is? These books are beautiful. Beautiful. And they are. Look, it's all whopper jammy up here and torn and everything. I don't care. It's perfectly imperfect. I love it. Absolutely love it. More of the lace here. The singed paper. And then again, somebody messed up on the job. There's the Shakespeare fold out. You do get a blank on this, and this does lay flat this way as well. I feel like over. There we go. Ledger paper, piece off of an old book. Here's some vellum, old tape, and I did use that because there was a tear in that page. The old part of a book up here, just a little corner left that you can just, whatever you put at the top here will stay put. And then this page, I did nothing to because this page is an offset. Something sat on this page. Let me show you the edge of that. Do you see where something sat on this page right here? I'm not touching that. That is absolutely incredible. Not doing it. And then here's the back page. This is like a collage that I did. There's the painted paper with the corner. This number 4 that is flourished and absolutely beautiful. And then here is the reason for the whole book. And it's called At Dawning. And I'm going to read it to you. And it is ripped. And that is intentional. Totally intentional. I just love this poem, and I don't know why. And I don't copy things from my books at all, but I did copy this poem because it's beautiful. I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to do anything with it. It is for my own personal use, just to put in my room and read it, and it's going to make me happy because I think of my children. Okay, stop it or I'll get emotional. It just makes me think of a lot of things. Okay, so here it is. It's called At Dawning. When the dawn flames in the sky, I love you. When the birdlings wake and cry, I love you. When the swaying blades of corn whisper soft at breaking morn, love to me anew is born. I love you. Dawn and dew proclaim my dream. I love you. Chant the birds one thrilling theme. I love you. All the sounds of morning meet, break in yearning at your feet. Come and answer, come my sweet. I love you. And that's by Nellie Richmond Eberhardt. And I love it. And Nellie, I love you for making that poem. This gets me all emotional. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, all this is intentional. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. You have plenty of room to put things back in the back if you want. Like the books that are coming along with it, I may go ahead and put them right back here, and that is fine. So this is composed by. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching my flip through. The way that you can get a hold of me is all my links are down below. Do not use my Instagram. I do not go on there. Not very much, at least. Let's put it that way. The easiest way to get a hold of me is my email, which is Michelle, MICHELHRH @yahoo.com. Or if you are in my group or join my group, you can find me through my group and Facebook message me. If it comes down to it, this will be done by timestamp. I really appreciate all of you looking at my book, or not my book, could be your book. This is composed by, and I gotta go. All right. Thanks for looking at it. Bye.